The federal government has dropped criminal charges against the Ibom Air passenger Comfort Emmanson involved in the 10th of August unruly conduct at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Lagos. Following the development, an Ikeja Magistrate Court sitting in Ogba, Lagos, has struck out criminal charges against Comfort. The presiding magistrate, Olanrewaju Salami, struck out the 5-count charge against Comfort and discharged her after the police formally withdrew the case. Now, the police prosecutor, Oluwabunmi Adeitan, said the decision to withdraw the charges unconditionally was made by the Commissioner of Police. Additionally, the government reduced the 6-month flight ban on Fuji Star Kwam-1 to 1 month, while considerations are being given by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) to engage the musician as an ambassador for airport security protocols. Now let's hear from the defense.
The case has been officially withdrawn before the magistrate, and then Comfort has been discharged. So that was what transpired today. The prosecutor came, brought an application for withdrawal from the Commissioner of Police, Ikeja, and presented it to the magistrate, and then our application was that we had no objection, so that's officially all for the case for now. Since a viral speech has been issued by the Federal Ministry of Aviation or by the Federal Minister of Aviation, my learned senior Festus Kiyamo, so I think the matter should be laid to rest. So it's an unconditional withdrawal. So, and then Comfort has been discharged.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm a lawyer, but I'm appearing this morning, and I'd like to just stick to that. Now, I was sitting to her immediate left. So I was on the aisle seat to the left. She was on the aisle seat to the right. So my seat number was 14B. There was a gentleman to my left who was on 14A. So her own seat number should be either 14C or D. I think the window seat is 14D, while she was 14C on the aisle. So we're right next to each other, and it was a small plane. So I think the distance between us was no more than 2 feet. Yeah, so I heard everything. I saw all that transpired. And yes, she was triggered. Even though the lady, the air hostess, the second air hostess who was speaking to her, was directing all her instructions to her, just me sitting down there, I actually felt humiliated myself, just looking at the way the lady was being spoken to. To be fair, Ibom Air instructed very clearly. The first air hostess that came instructed very clearly, no airplane mode, switch off your phone. After takeoff, then you can put on and put flight mode. So it was very clear. The first air hostess addressed us on the emergency exit road protocols. After she did that, she spoke to Miss Emmanson and said, please switch off your phone. She told her twice, and then this first air hostess left to continue her duties. The second air hostess, who is the one blocking exactly who is being shown now, that second air hostess now came towards us in the emergency exit and stood, even from her posture, see that she came for trouble. You know, and Miss Emmanson had been fiddling with her phone. I noticed she was trying to do some stuff, I don't know. And so she told her again, switch off your phone, switch off your phone. And Miss Emmanson said clearly to her, I heard it. She said, please, the buttons on my phone for switch off are not working. They are not working, so I don't know how to switch it off. And the woman said, no, switch off your phone. So that back and forth went on. So at a point, that's the second air hostess said, look, you're even using an iPhone, so you don't need a button to switch it off. So the lady said, okay, I don't know how to do it. Can you do it for me? And she said, I'm not touching your phone. I'm not touching your phone. Just switch it off. She said, I don't know what to do. So the lady now said, okay, go to settings. And when you go to settings, go to general. So the girl was holding and said, see, please, I can't understand what you're saying. I can't read. I don't know what you're saying. It's saying where I should go to. The woman, the second air hostess now told her, I don't have time for your nonsense. Please just switch it up. She said, I don't, okay. Mr. Martin now asked, okay, can you spell the general? So the air hostess started actually saying G, okay, G, then E. So that was the point that the gentleman on my left and I said, come on, what's going on? You know, calm, don't speak to her like this. Let's, you know, the second air hostess did not even acknowledge her. She didn't even to my side to even see that someone was speaking. So at that point, I asked the gentleman to arrive. I said, please, can you just help this lady? You know, I don't use an iPhone. I've never used an iPhone, so I'm not too familiar with settings and all of that. So the gentleman to arrive now took the phone and started trying to sort it out. So when that was going on, Miss Emmanson started talking to the second air hostess. I said, why are you embarrassing her like this? Why? I mean, why? And then the air hostess told her, you better keep quiet now. If you say another word, I will deal with you. That was when Miss Emmanson flared up and started cursing. I cannot say the things that she was actually saying because the language was very flowery and X-rated, I can't say. So that was when this second air hostess said, okay, you will see. And then she left and went towards the front of the airplane. She never came back. At least I don't recollect her coming back through the aisle throughout the flight. So that is exactly what transpired. So after that happened, the gentleman to the right switched off the phone or whatever it was he did. And a couple of passengers tried to say, switch off your phone, don't risk our lives, blah, blah, blah. And then we told them, no, that's not what happened. She never said she wasn't going to switch off her phone. She was trying to switch off her phone. She said she had issues switching it off. And so the passengers calmed down and we took off. So that is what happened. But it was clear, at least to us on the emergency exit row, it was clear that there was a problem here. She needed to be handled very well. Because this lady kept simmering throughout the flight. She was cursing. I could hear her because I was right next to her. She was really upset. She felt as if these people are just against me. And why? She said she bought this ticket with her own money. So why should they treat her like this? That's what she was saying, and that's what I'm hearing. And I can't tell you what the other thing she was saying because they were really nasty. But she wasn't directing to anyone, but she was just talking. So it was clear that she was angry. And the second air hostess, the aggressor, kept checking, kept peeping to see how things are going at our end throughout the flight. I noticed it. So the passenger by my side, as we're approaching landing, we're like, God help us, so let's get out of this plane before anything happened. And we were saying it in jest, but we also knew that something was off. We're so worried that I discussed with him. I said, okay, when they were telling us to stow away and put everything ready for landing, the lady didn't even hear any of that. I told her, I said, we're landing, switch off your phone, put it away. Then the second air hostess, the first air hostess, the very polite and amiable and professional one came, helped her to stow away, helped her take her purse, put it in the cabin on top, and was very professional. So all of that happened, and then the plane landed. Once the plane landed, the first air hostess, the professional one, came to the front and started disembarking by room. Just before it came to our turn, Ms. Emmanson left and went back. And I presume she went to the toilet. I used the toilet myself in flight, and I noticed that the only apartment at the back is the toilet. There isn't even an apartment, cabin crew and all of that like regular thing. This one is just the toilet. That's the only. So that's why I presume she went to the toilet. So when it got to our turn to disembark, those of us on our road disembarked and we went out. And totally forgot about the whole part until the videos and all came. So that's what happened. This is what I heard. This is what I know happened. Issue of airplane mode. That didn't come up, at least I didn't.
Fantastic. they say she was remorseful. The people say they dropped the case because she was remorseful. Not because Nigerians were outraged and calling for Kwamwan and Adam Soshomole to be prosecuted too. This is my country. If you don't know them, if you don't know them, one came for the rich, one came for the poor. That's what I said. One came for the rich, one came for the poor. Anyways, that eyewitness, like I said, You see, my wisdom, every time I see something, my wisdom no dey fail me. You remember the last eyewitness video I did? I said that first guy that said the lady smashed her phone, that guy is lying. That the second person witnessing is more credible, and it just aligns with what this man said. Perfectly. Perfectly. Like I said, everybody in this situation is wrong. Comfort, even if the lady spoke to her like that, she could have stayed calm, not escalated the issue, go and submit a petition or send an email to Ibom Air stating your complaints about the behavior of their air hostesses. Of course, not all, at least some of the air hostesses are professional, but you always have one winch that behaves the way they behave. So Comfort's behavior is a no-no. You don't behave like that at all. If you live in Nigeria, you know that people that work in public service, they have a very nonsense way of acting. Have you gone to civil service? Go see the way they go talk to you. They speak to you as if you are not a human being. If you begin to fight every day, you go dey fight dey go. Sometimes you just have to learn how to de-escalate. And walk away from certain situations. Some people come in and say, hey, justify the way Comfort acted. I'm sorry, you don't know what you are talking about. There is nothing that justifies the way she acted. Ibom Air owes her a form of compensation for the way she was dragged down on that airline and exposing her nudes. You recorded the video, you posted it, so I think you owe her a form of compensation. If not, she should sue you guys for exposing her nudes. So I think she should sue them. The air hostesses, madam, if work don't tire you, stay your house. You can't be rude to people. It's not right to be rude to people. It's not right at all. Madam, if you be winch, go practice your winch somewhere else. Then you have the air marshals. A girl that is, you know how to handle situation. Are you not trained? If you don't have handcuff to bind her hand, you should have used zip tie to bind her hand together to bring her down from the plane gently, rather than exposing her to the world to see. You guys were so unprofessional. Not only did you record the video, you now published the video. You published the video of when Allah was outside. It doesn't make sense now. For that, I think even though she has been free, she should sue you people. In fact, she should sue you for exposing her nude. I think she should sue you people for that alone. Stop it. The minister, please endeavor to do investigation. Minister and AON and all endeavor to do investigation first before taking action. Please, no be everything una go just rush because na poor man pikin. Rich man pikin go do this thing, una no go do the same thing, or rich man go do the same thing, una no go. So please, let's endeavor to. Anyways, it's even a blessing for this girl. It's a blessing. I think her Instagram has grown to over 40,000. People are just following the girl. You see, when God want to bring you out, sometimes every disappointment might be a blessing in disguise. That girl is a celebrity now. Now, one Clout chaser say he want give the girl work. Now, Nigerian people like to use everything chase Clout. He say they offer 500,000 naira work. Let me read his post. Clout chaser. I'm offering Comfort Emmanson, Sophie Komi, a complimentary trip to Delta State known as the Big Heart and home of Global Tourism Hub. Additionally, a job opportunity with a monthly salary of 500,000 has been secured for her in Delta State. All expenses, including flight tickets, accommodation in a 5-star hotel, and tour costs, will be fully covered. Also, a ticket to attend a Delta Social Media Summit. I would like to extend an invitation to her to visit Delta State and unwind after her release from Kirikiri. If you are in touch with her, please ask her to DM me. She won't be disappointed as I will give her good time. Osai Ovie success. Oga, which good time you won't give her? Oga, which good time? If this incident don't happen, will you offer her a job? Why all of you just like to use people to chase clout? Why do you people like to use people to chase clout? There are other people looking for a job. Offer them the job. Offer them the job. Let them offer them the job. I don't know why Nigerians like this thing. They always wait for people to go to one problem to come. When the person don't blow, everybody wants to take advantage. Offer other people the job. There are people that need the job. Have you offered them the job? Why are you looking for clout? You want to show her a good time, want to lodge her in 5-star hotel. Okay. Bros, you shall say now the work you define have been another thing. Are you looking for the work or you are looking for another thing? Anyways, we thank God that the girl has been released and everything has. This is a cautionary tale. In every situation, learn to stay calm. Because if you react in anger, there's a tendency you will make everything worse. So, thank you. Anyways, I've opened a new shorts channel. I don't think posting shorts and long in the same channel is good because it creates a split audience. So I've created a new shorts channel. It's called Mr. Fantastic Comedy Shorts. The link is in the description and I'll put this thing. Yeah, so thank you. Hey, where are you going?
It is smoky, Igbo.
When you watch this video now, didn't you laugh? You laughed, but you still refuse to subscribe. Are you among my village people? You're among my village people. You don't want me to make it in life.
Continue.
You refuse. You laughed. Shouldn't my reward be click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and click all notification? And when you finish watching, you share. Share to your friends so that they too will laugh. So that me too, I will go far. But no, you decided to be among my village people you want to watch and go. Don't be among my village people. I post videos every day, every single day to make you laugh. If you join the tribe, the fantastic tribe, every day you will just be laughing. Look at this one now. This one is to watch all my funny videos playlist. This one is to watch my last video. And this one is to subscribe.